Are dog training internships and apprenticeships a big old scam? Hey, I'm Adam Katz for dogtrainertoolbox.com. Stick with me because we're going to get into this issue right now. Here's the way I look at it. Keep this in mind before we unpack the entire issue. Two grown adults entering into a mutually beneficial agreement under no duress is pretty much the definition, or at least the backbone, of capitalism in a free market economy. This is what drives our nation. Two people entering into a mutually beneficial agreement under no duress because each party is getting something that they need. Now, let's put that in the context of dog training apprenticeships and dog training internships. And let me start out by saying that whether or not you're the apprentice or you're the mentor, meaning you're the dog trainer who's offering the opportunity, I think that Sherry Boyer does bring up some very good points in regard to consulting with a business attorney who is familiar with labor practices to drop a contract for you if you are the mentor, if you are the one offering the apprenticeship or the internship program, to drop a contract so that you are not running afoul of labor practices. I mean, that's just smart. And if you're the apprentice or you're the one pursuing the internship, I think it's equally important to take the agreement that you're entering into to a business attorney to have him look over it to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. I mean, that's just basically good business sense that applies to any transaction that you enter into, right? So that being said, like anything else in life, there are good opportunities and there are bad opportunities. And just like dog trainers, there are good dog trainers and there are bad dog trainers. If I'm looking to learn how to be a dog trainer, and I've actually done this, okay, and I approach you and you're the master dog trainer, I can give you money. I can pay you money as if you were a school or as if you were giving a seminar or some other educational opportunity. I can pay you cash money and you can take that money. Or on the flip side of the coin, maybe I don't have cash money. And so instead of going to Chipotle and making $19 an hour and saving up, and not really learning anything about the dog training industry while I'm working a dead-end job at Chipotle, but saving up the money so then I have a pile of cash that I can then pay you in exchange for the education. Instead, I go to work for you. In work, I'm putting that in quotes because I'm not going to get paid money. I'm going to trade my labor in exchange for your knowledge. So that might be cleaning kennels, it might be walking dogs, it might be answering the phone, whatever you need. And that just makes perfect sense to me. What difference does it make, to quote my least favorite politician, what difference does it make if I give you cash or if I give you labor? Let's get back to our definition. Two grown adults freely entering into a mutually beneficial agreement under no duress. That is the backbone of our economy. There's nothing about dog training apprenticeships or internships that make that somehow a scam. I'm sorry, it's just not. So I'm the dog training business owner, I'm the mentor, and somehow you're trying to get me to believe that I'm gonna be in some position where I can exploit these people and they're not just gonna pack up their bags and just take off. I find that hard to believe, considering we're living in an environment where places, McDonald's and Chipotle and different, fast food joints that should be paying $5 to $6 per hour to flip a burger are now paying $19 per hour, and they can't even get people to stick around. But somehow, the person who's being exploited and quote unquote working for free, when, let's be honest, he's not working for free, he's getting paid in knowledge and skills to be able to go out and earn a living for himself and maybe even have an opportunity to open up his own business under the umbrella of said master trainer. Somehow that person is being so exploited that they couldn't simply pack their bags and leave. I mean, folks, we're not talking about Foxconn in China. The people sitting there building iPhones where they have to put nets outside the building because they're jumping out of windows. This is simply apples to oranges. It's such a stupid argument. Nobody's being exploited. Two adults freely entering into a mutually beneficial agreement under no duress, again, is my definition anyways for the fundamentals of capitalism. Nobody's being exploited. If somebody's being exploited, they pack their bags and they leave. It seems pretty simple to me. And listen, this isn't just theory. I mean, let's go back to when I was in college. I decided I wanted to become a dog trainer. I found a really good dog trainer, the best I could find in my area. I approached him. I said, listen, I want to be your mentor. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm sure, I could probably get a part-time job or something and pay you some money. And he said, get the hell out of here. I'm not interested in money. I'm making bank. I don't need your crappy money, your $2,000, $3,000. I don't need your money. I said, okay, well, can I clean kennels for you? He said, that's not my business model. My business model is I work out of the local park. I have a little Nissan truck, and I meet clients there. I have no overhead. I have virtually no expenses, and I'm making buku bucks. There's nothing you can offer me in regard to dog training. I said, well, I can help you, train your clients. I don't want you training my clients. You don't know anything about dogs. Even if I worked with you for a couple of months, you're still not going to be at the level where you can work with my clients. You have nothing to offer me. I was really disappointed. And I went on a road trip because that's what you do. You throw your guitar in the back of your shitty Volvo and you drive up the coast of California and Oregon and Washington, and you go on a road trip. Well, a couple months later, I got a call from the fellow's wife, and she said, we may have worked something out. You're really good with marketing, aren't you? I said, hell yeah, I am. At that point, even though I was a college kid, I'd already worked for 2 ad agencies, or marketing agency and an ad agency. I'd already had experience writing national campaigns for Sea-Doo and Hair Club for Men, no endorsement. So I had some chops. I had some marketing chops. I published some newsletters. I had some skills, right? It turns out this dog trainer, he wanted to produce a video, a dog training VHS video. This was back in the days. And he wanted to sell it on kind of like an infomercial, like a 3-minute or 2-minute infomercial. And that was his dream. And I was in a position where I could say, hey, I can help you reach your dream. I can help you do that. And we worked out a mutually beneficial agreement where basically I would go to school. I'd knock out my 1 or 2 classes a day. And then I would spend about 40 hours and sometimes 50, 60, 70 hours a week working with him. And how that would break down is that I'd spend maybe 3 or 4 or 5 hours a day shadowing him while he would give lessons. Then we would head back to his place. We'd have more discussions about dog behavior stuff. And then also we'd be working on his project, writing the script for his video, thinking about marketing it, finding a production crew, all kinds of stuff related to what I was able to bring to the table. I couldn't give him money. I couldn't offer to even clean kennels. That would have been easy. But I took what I had to offer and I paired it with what he needed, and we came to a mutually beneficial agreement. At any time, he could have said, hit the road. At any time, I could have said, hasta la vista, I'm going to split, go do something else. But it worked out really, really well. I got 80% of really what I was looking for in terms of having the confidence. This was about after a year or so, having the confidence to go out on my own. At that point, I ended up going to a dog trainer school in the Midwest, and he wasn't interested in my marketing skills or anything like that. He was running a skill. So I had to take my money that I had saved up, that I had made from various odd jobs and stuff, and gave him my money in exchange for that knowledge. Now, could I have approached him and said, hey, if I clean kennels, would you swap me the schooling that I need for me working in your kennel and stuff? And maybe he would have been receptive to that, maybe not. Actually, I ended up doing a lot of, different working with some of his clients and actually putting in work, even though I was paying him. So the guy, if the guys today that are offering apprenticeships and mentorships or apprenticeships and internships had approached me at that time and said, you don't have to pay me. You just do it for free and come, help train my dogs, you help clean kennels. I would have jumped at that opportunity. And would I have been exploited? No, because I have nothing of value other than shoveling shit, basically, that I could offer somebody like that. But it would have been a better value than having spent $3,600 and then had to shovel shit anyways. And again, I no qualms about that. I got what I needed. I got the additional 20% or 10% that I was looking for in order to give me the confidence to go out on my own, and it worked out. In the end, it worked out really, really well. So I see no problem with it. Again, get the legality squared away, talk to an attorney, do it right. But this whole argument about people being exploited, and we need to be the internet, the dog training police. We need to protect people from other people taking advantage of them. Mind your own business. Go out, train your own dog, focus on your own business. And there's just too much of this whole dog training police thing going on Facebook and the little groups, and everybody attacking everybody else, everybody trying to increase their rep. Let's get back to the basics. Get back to training dogs. All right. Hey, I'm Adam Katz for DogTrainerToolbox.com. If you need a dog training website that is tested, that is proven to convert cold traffic into hot leads, if you want an efficient mechanism so that you're not wasting all your advertising money, and you want to go from, say, 1 out of 10 people visiting your website to 1 out of 5, check out DogTrainerToolbox.com and take a look at our Done For You dog training business website. It's everything you need to really make a good living as a dog trainer. It's the foundation. In fact, before you start running ad campaigns, before you start promoting your stuff, get your website squared away. And what we have to offer at Dog Trainer Toolbox is exactly what you need. Again, I'm Adam Katz for DogTrainerToolbox.com. Talk to you soon, guys.